on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Cleveland Browns and the San Francisco 49ers. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. Return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 red. 60 red.
Hey, 4 down.
Field, black.
Here we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Yeah.
Play action. Now it's Lance. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve It's third down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long.
Everyone, 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Coming.
Drill green.
Everyone, 37.
Set hut.
On play action, Lance. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's fourth.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Right here. Check it out, Reed. Watch the ship.
And again, it's Chubb. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And, boy, he is very close to a first down. But from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. 4th and inches in plus territory. That seemed like a prime spot to go for it.
It certainly did, and there's so many things that go into it. Are you too far away for a field goal, but not far away to punt it? Do you just feel like your offense is better? I just think in today's NFL, offense feels like it has to take care of the football, has to keep the ball, because scoring is up. You better maximize every possession. You trust your offense more than you trust your defense in today's league.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Chubb on the counter. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. A give running right is Chubb. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, that's a sharp throw right there on third down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a first and goal.
Here we go now on first and goal. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. On second down, right back to Hunt. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
This is really impressive because when the offenses are running RPOs, things move very quickly. Fake, ball's out of his hands, and they're trying to hit him in the gaps downfield. And instead, the defender reacts so well that he makes a play on it, and the ball falls incomplete.
York able to send this one through, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Ready. Blue 32. Hey, check mega. 22 needle.
Check 13.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Down. Black 40. Ultra. Go ultra.
Tighten up. Check. Lucky. Hey, check 24.
Strike it. Set. Go.
On second down, here's Mitchell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Let's go. Yellow 43. Mega. Ready, go.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready. Yellow 22. Check smash.
Hatchet. Watch out.
Ready.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37.
52 blaster. Ready.
And now they'll throw with Lance. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
A great job there. And that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what it is out of the ordinary is what he did.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the interception, here's Watson. He'll buy some time right. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And they'll get this down to the 10. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Mike, set. 18. Get in the right room. Get in the right room. Right there. 54. Right there.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Watson now to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. York able to send this one through, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Let's go now. 60 red. 60 red. Ultra. Ultra.
Watch the edge. Check.
Striker. 3-3. Claws red. Go pink.
Man, I got you.
Let's go. Go set. Ready. Go.
Lance now on first down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
McCaffrey running up the middle. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Hey, we got 3 down. Check three.
From the 27, Lance connects with Kittle underneath, and he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. That's going to be caught. Touchdown 49ers. Trey Lance finding Deebo Samuel. And the 49ers are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop them with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Watson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Browns will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, at the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
17.
Jim. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. Check 37. Watch twist.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the left hand, oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up, and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. The 20, 10, and with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed.
How about that for an exciting end to the half? I mean, instead of surrendering a late field goal at the gun, they run back the block kick to extend their lead.
What's that old expression? Fortune favors the bold. They boldly went after it, got it. Worked out pretty darn well for them.
Now goal for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They go up the middle with Chubb. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Sliding out of the pocket. And incomplete on the deep ball.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Rolling to his right.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Ready. Yellow. 43. Check Fury.
Check 52.
On first down, this is McCaffrey.
And down to the 41.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Ready, go.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion good for just 3. And now it's 3rd and 4.
I like the thought process. I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
Here's Lance. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half. Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Browns drive about to get started.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. 2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Take it at the 37. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Switch. Check 24, check 24. Safe. Check 3.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So potentially a turning point here in the 3rd quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines. Tackle him. 2nd guy in, tackle the ball.
The Browns drive about to get started. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now Chubb running right. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down." They love being physical.
We're set. 19. First 6.
54. Touchdown, defense.
Off of play action, it's Watson. He's got him in, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Set the tone, defense.
On 1st down, Watson. He's going to take another shot here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
We want it. Come to my world. Check 50. Check 50.
Throwing again is Watson, eluding the pressure right. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Rip left. Jack. Watch safety creeping. Hey, 59. Shoot. Alert. Big end. Check. 59. Switch. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll get it inside the 35. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Back to throw, Watson. Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Hunt will try going up the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Browns go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. And we may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. 6 guys.
Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch out.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 83 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Slant. Whip. Watch the whip. Check. Crunch. Check 26. Rush in.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he'll get maybe a couple, if that, up to the 46. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Check striker.
Running left, here's Mitchell. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Smash.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check 37.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. He works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
You got time right there. He's coming. We got double up. Kill.
Fight, 97.
Check three.
Ready, go.
A handoff from Mitchell running left. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Gold with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
From the 6. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Watson.
Steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down.
So the victory here for San Francisco.
Well, Charles, I mean, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be in neon, because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from the stat sheet. Your eyes go right to it. And with that many turnovers, they really played themselves out of this game. Too careless with the football too many times. That cost them the victory.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the San Francisco 49ers. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Ready. Yellow. 43. Flight blue.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 36, 36. Alert flare.
Ready.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Throw left side complete. That's Mitchell. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay gain.
Hey, check mega. Ready.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Faced with their first third down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen third down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out.
Strike it.
Check 25. Under 10.
Mega.
Alert 3. Check out.
Cut.
A first carry for Elijah Mitchell. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second down at 7.
Slam.
Check smash.
Shift. Switch. Check 24.
Ready. Go.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On the double.
22's coming, Mike. Hey, they scared.
Green Jack.
22, Mike, 22. Watch the run. Safe. Check 3.
Throwing his Lance on third down. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. You got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey.
Yeah, good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. First down, San Francisco, to pick up 14 yards.
Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now a play fake. Lance. They'll roll him out right. This one caught by Kittle. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That one goes for 24 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Switch.
Steal. Check steal.
SOS. Check 13.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Again, McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Niners put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. In motion left, that's Cooper. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Check it back.
To throw is Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Watson hooking up with Cooper there for the Cleveland first.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
On 1st and 10, Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. To the air yet again, Watson. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays. A pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Back to the ground, this time it's Chubb. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Well, they just watched the other team take the ball downfield and score, so they knew that this drive, this opening drive, was on them. And, boy, that was important to pick up that 1st down there and keep this one going.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he takes this one in for a Brown score.
Pharaoh Brown.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Browns are an extra point away from drawing level.
Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
Kevin Stefanski going to leave the offense out to go for 2.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here.
Come on. Watch the safety creep. Shoot, shoot, shoot.
Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he'll get in, and they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Red, yellow.
Watch the out, watch the out. Mike 22, he's coming, 22's coming, Mike.
Ready.
Here's Lance to throw it. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. At 25, check 26. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Check safety, check safety. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Watch the eye.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. They go up the middle with Chubb, and he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now it's Watson. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll run with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. He'll buy some time right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Drill, 52.
The Lance now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Watch tight. Tight is right. 3 down, 3 down. Here we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Need old blue.
Here we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. I got him. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up.
Lance looking to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. Finding space at the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 18 yards, 1st down Niners.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
Here we go. Yellow, 43.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. All day. All day. Kill.
Trouble, 38. Fury, yellow.
Mike 22. All day, baby, all day. Mike 22.
Hey, green.
22's coming. Mike.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning the turn.
Ready, go.
Now Lance again.
Check 99.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Come on, set.
An incomplete
45.
pass
Right.
on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Check. Check 3. 36.
Yellow, go.
Throwing now is Lance. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsom. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
18. 54. Defense wins championships, baby. 54.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Browns drive about to get started.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Alert flag.
The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. This thrown quickly out to Cooper. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And again, it's Chubb. And some room to work. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Kevin Stefanski going to leave the offense out to go for 2.
Hey, I'm coming. Switch.
49, check 49.
Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. You know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Gets this one to use check.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the 1st down sticks are, and get there.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Switch.
The Lance going to throw. Flushed out right. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side, McCaffrey. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Mark 22. In the face. Say. Check three.
From the 27, Lance completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
The Browns drive about to get started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
The slot man in motion right. On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Tight door. He's coming. Double up. Double 9. He's coming. Double up. Kill. Check. Keep the boys down. He's coming. Kill.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game. So hold on here, not done in the 4th. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Set, ready. Blue, 32. Clock, 10.
You. Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping. Shoot. Check. Switch.
Left. And a big one. But that is one of the biggest losses you'll ever see on a sack. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save?
Yes.
That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it. And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Check tight.
Drill green.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Lance And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner, it was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
The Niners on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be third and a mile.
We got 4. Like 22, he's coming.
To throw, it's Lance. Flush to his right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. John Johnson with the INT. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 33. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
On first down, it's Watson. Pass incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
48,
Here's Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on third down.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. He finds some open field here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 95 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now Chubb running right. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They run right side with Hunt. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Again, it's Hunt. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now a slightly more difficult attempt here from the 20. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for two here. And they'll still try and run for it. And he's not going to make it to the goal line. They've been perfect on the night in two-point conversions, but not here, as this time they come up empty. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Black shot.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lance, that's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
On the ready.
Check right 54.
White.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. 6 guard. Check 6 guard.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Lance now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught. It's Samuel. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A good pickup there. 26 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the 49ers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Army, Army. Army, Army.
Lance going to try to throw for this. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Room here to run. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. 177 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. A give, this is Chubb. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Throwing now, Watson. He'll find Schwartz complete right side. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Browns have opened up a 3-score lead as they pull away here in the 4th. Now Cade York for the extra point. Oh, this will frustrate a coach right here. The flag is out before they get off the extra point, and this is going to be a delay of game. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now from 5 yards further back, this becomes a 37-yard extra point attempt. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And they'll indeed take a knee. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And this one wasn't easy. You had an East Coast team, Charles, going west, playing a night game, but somehow they were able to get the job done.
Yeah, when you talk about playing a night game, they're closer to being sleepy because of East Coast time with their bodies when you're kicking off to play the game. So that's a real big accomplishment for them to get that done. The flip side, too, is traveling home. In the old days, you had to wait to get the video for your next game. You had all those. So you were really a day behind. Now the video's on their computers as they get on the plane to head back, so they can get a lot of work done on the plane while they celebrate.
It's going to be a long red eye, but as you said, a celebratory red eye back home. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley.